Alright, volume is good. Somebody popped in here. Christopher Seat. How you doing, young lad? Appreciate you popping into the live stream today. I'm just now getting started with my opening monologue. Allow me to continue. Hey, how's everybody doing today? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. The Body Beat down here on this Monday afternoon, a whole whopping 3 p.m. So, this week starts my first week off from school. Summer break. And it also starts a week of kind of doing a different routine. And we're going to be doing that the whole week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On my walk and talk I did this morning, my quick little short, I said Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, because I can't walk and think at the same time. So this week we're going to be doing this routine, squat, bench, and deadlift on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're going to be doing different kind of reps and different sets and different kind of things just to kind of work our way into doing something maybe big eventually. So it's just kind of just to do something different, but also kind of training to get a new PR that I'm going for. And I'll get with you in just a moment, Christopher, in the comments. I'm going for a new PR with my squats, and those of you that keep up with the channel know what's going on. So I'm not really going for PRs and all that kind of stuff anymore as far as going up in weights and all that kind of stuff. But what I am going to do is try to do some reps with some certain weights. And on my squats, I'm wanting to get to a 365 for 10. And the long-term goal that's a little bit ambitious is 405 for 10. So that's really the only kind of goal that I've got going on with the 3 lifts, is really just with my squats. But I thought, well, why not go ahead and work in the other 2 exercises with squats and just kind of have a good workout. And we're going to see where all this goes and what happens. And, you know, something amazing might happen today, or something amazing might happen later in the week. Or nothing at all. I really don't know. It's just, you know, a day-to-day basis. Those of you that work out, you know how it is. You just never know day to day. So, things just happen. Anyway, let me get with the comments. Monday, Shakespeare and training. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Summertime. Reps help. Yes, they do. Like you know, though, I'm not crazy about doing too many reps. When I do squats, it's just a lot of weight to have on my back and my hips and all that, but I think I can, I think I'll be able to tough it out. I don't know about the 405. I'm going to stay optimistic about it. I don't know about the 405, but the 365, I think with a little bit of effort, I should be able to hopefully do the 365 for 10. So we'll see how it goes. You know how these things are. One day you're Clark Kent, the next day you're Superman. So, or one day you've got a plan and the next day you've changed your plan. So just kind of the way it is. But I'm feeling pretty good about it. By the way, I hope your day is going pretty well there, Christopher. And I appreciate you popping in the channel all the time and giving me comments and all that kind of stuff. You know, sometimes the comment section slows down a little bit, and it's always nice to have at least, 2, 3 main people that always pop in and at least say something. So that kind of helps us to see that, you know, at least somebody's out there watching. So, we are doing a live stream, of course. That means what, boys and girls? That's right. Any moment the internet could go down. Who knows? And like I mentioned all the time, I am recording this as well. So, if the internet goes down, we're still doing video, and I can always have it uploaded anyway. Which, like I always mention anymore, I do go ahead and edit down my live streams, because who wants to sit around and watch an hour, 2 hour, 5 hour live stream when you can edit it down and get another crowd, with maybe a 10-15 minute video, whereas, on a live stream you'll have people popping in and out, and you've got maybe one that'll stay for a while and what have you. So that's why I do my edits of my live streams, because you get two kind of demographics, if that's the right word, of people. Some people that pop in live streams and enjoy, and then other people that like a 10-15 minute video. So anyway, where's everyone at? Well, they're probably partying since today is Memorial Day. They're probably out doing amazing things. Where I don't really do anything. I'm just kind of a homebody, and I need to change that. I need to do more. I need to start doing more things. So one thing I need to do is take this off and make sure I'm good. My hair's a mess probably. I don't know. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and start, because when you do all three exercises, it can take a little while. Not just doing the exercise itself, but moving the bar around and taking plates off and putting plates on, and all that stuff can take a little while. So if people want to stick around. If you just pop in for a second, I appreciate that. Just hit the thumbs up, and that way I know somebody's in there watching, That way we know somebody's there. Somebody to love. Oh. All right. Doing some squats. So today so far I've not had a whole lot to eat, but I have had a little here, and here, just to, kind of picking at stuff. This morning, real early this morning, probably about 5:30 or something like that, 5:30 or 6, I had I had a biscuit with some cream chip beef gravy on it that I had left over from my cheat day. So I had that. And then around noon, I had one of those little skinny, scrawny, thin Slim Jims. Not the big, fat, finger-sized one, but the little skinny Slim Jim. I had one of those. And then just a little while ago, my wife's cooking a ham, and she's putting some of it into a casserole. And I don't really want to eat a casserole. I don't like eating that kind of stuff unless it's a cheat day. So I got me a couple of good-sized pieces of ham and put them in the fridge, and then she said, "Here, have some more." So I took two little smaller slices and ate them. So I got 2 little slices of ham in me as well, and a banana. So I've kind of picked some foods up here and there along the way. So anyway, let's go ahead and start warming up squats. All right, as per usual, guys, we are warming up with 135. Usually takes me a couple of sets to get loosened up with my shoulders mostly. Oh, goodness. Oh, oh, the pain. The agony. The pain and the agony. Whew. Whoa, I don't know what I'm doing. Breathe, Mike, breathe. One. Two. Three. Four. Five. Phew. All right. Now, I got things kind of wrote down already for the week, for the most part. But that don't mean that things can't change. So, it just kind of, like I say, day to day, you're never quite sure. But I got kind of an idea of what I'm wanting to go and do on my 3 big workout days. So we're gonna go ahead and keep the things going here, and go ahead and get another warm-up set. All right, warm-up set number 2, 135. Phew. Oh, my shoulders. Whew. My shoulders. All right, Christopher, I appreciate you. I wouldn't go anywhere too long because you never know. You never know. All right, let's do 225. So, I got a little delivery that should be here maybe between tomorrow and Friday. And we should have a nice little unboxing video that I do periodically. So, that's something to look forward to, guys. All right. Hey, Gregotron, what's going on? So, as you can tell by the thumbnail, if you've seen it, we're doing squat, bench, and deadlift today. Pretty unusual for me to do. I do have a new PR that I decided to go for. I don't know if you've watched my videos lately, but I'm not really going for higher weights, max weights, but I am looking at maybe doing a rep PR with my squats, and we're going to start with 365, trying to get a set of 10. Not doing it today necessarily, but eventually I want to work my way up to it. And so this week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we're going to be doing the 3 main lifts for my workout. And I got stuff wrote down, but it's never wrote in stone. So, things can change as far as like what I might do with those lifts. So, anyway, let's go ahead and move on to some 315. let's do 315. Whew. All right. So, again, I am live streaming. There's a chance the internet could go out. We don't have the greatest internet for live streaming, so, but I am recording as well. So, if the live stream goes down, just know that the video will be uploaded later. So, hope everybody's having a decent day today. Memorial Day, I know a lot of people are out doing stuff or outdoors, you know, cooking out and doing stuff. So, I can understand why there's not like a few thousand people in here watching. I can understand that. Typically, I get about 3 to 5 people. Something like that at best. Once in a while I'll get like maybe a couple more, but it's very rare. So, you know, I live stream just in case anybody wants to pop in and connect live. So, okay, we got 365. Crap. Now, from your point of view, those probably looked pretty good. Perfectly fine. Green light, white light, yellow light, whatever lights they use in competition. That says good lift. Probably looked that way. But if I would have videoed from the side, would it have been quite as perfect? Probably not a couple of the reps. I mean, they're really close. Like, I'm not in competition, but I still like for my depth to be at least parallel. Now, how I judge parallel isn't where my butt goes, it's where my hamstrings are. My butt's here, my hamstrings here. So I look at where my hamstrings are hanging down versus my bottom part of my leg, my calf, and whatever that's called. Whatever those are called. So, shin. I base parallel off where my hamstring is versus my bottom half of the leg. So, overall, I'd say not too bad. And that was 7, so I'm more than halfway there. So to my 10 rep goal, I could have pushed out. I could have pushed out an 8th rep. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to go there. But yeah, not too bad on that one. Whew. Now on paper, I got me going up to 405. So that don't mean I'm doing reps with 405, but I might do like 1 rep. So let's go ahead and load that up. We'll get that done. Whew. So even if a live stream is dead, you have to keep going, keep pushing forward, try and stay positive. Again, live streams are really just hit and miss, especially for us, small, nothing of a channel type people. So you'll eventually get someone's attention. You'll eventually start reaching people. And when does that happen? Well, I don't know. I've been doing this channel since early 2021. So, still struggling a little bit, taking a while to get my subscriber count up and taking a while to just reach people and all that. So sometimes it takes a while and sometimes it may never happen. But you keep going, keep putting your content out there. Eventually someone will find it and maybe get some use from it. Whew. Maybe. All right. So we'll do one rep of 405 just to go up. I should probably not do 405 and just do another set of 365. Try to get maybe 5 reps. That's probably what I should do. That does sound like what I should probably do. Well, it's okay. It don't matter. Alright, let's get 1 rep of this. Alright, let's do 405. Get like 1 rep. Then we'll move on to the next exercise. Alright, that was pretty good. Whew. Alright. See, moving these weights around takes more time than working out and more effort. All right, and make sure it's set up good. All right. All right, we'll take a little breather in between the exercises. Like I said, loading and unloading bars and moving everything around takes about as much energy as working out does. So, and time. So, that's another reason that I don't really do these three things combined on the same day, because it just takes up a lot of time. Now, if I had more space and more bars and weights and stuff, you know, I could have maybe some things set up in different areas, but, you know, most home gyms don't have that kind of luxury. Guess if I had more money, yeah, I would have it, but so I got in a quick little walk this morning. That route you see me take all the time is about a mile and a half, something like that, maybe 1.4 to 1.6, I don't know, it's somewhere in there, I don't remember, but it's close to a mile and a half. And it's a good little walk, and I used to walk from here up to the school and around the kind of little trail. There's a little trail that you've probably seen me go on, and then walk back. That one's just a mile long, which is plenty far enough. And both routes kind of have their pluses and minuses. This one here, the mile and a half one, I'm not on the main road, which it's not a big deal, but I'm back here on the side roads, and and it is a mile and a half. The downside to going this way is all the houses are close to the road. So while I'm doing videos, if there's people out there, they can kind of hear me and stuff. So that's can be a little weird or awkward. And I guess that's one of the pluses about taking the other route is on the main road, the houses are further off the road, so it's not like people are right up on top of you and making it awkward. And then by the time you get up to the traffic light and go over to the school, then you're kind of by yourself anyway. So then you circle around back in there and come back. So both of them have their goods and bads, But I've been doing this 1.5 mile one now pretty much every single time because it's, well, number one, it's 1.5 miles, and number two, again, I'm not having to go up on the main road here. And I don't know, I like doing the 1.5 miles better than just a mile. So, and you get done with both of them pretty quick. I walk at a 3.3 to 3.5 mile per hour average walk, so that's pretty good. I see somebody popped in. I bet it's old school. No, it's Runner Boy. What's up, Runner Boy? Well, Cross of Christ, we try not to get into religion and politics here. So, if that's what you want, if that's what you think, then okay. But we try not to get all involved in that. So, Runner Boy, you just missed me doing my squats. I'm wanting to get 365 for 10. I got 7 today. So. Of course, I'm doing these 3 main lifts Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So maybe I'll try it again on Friday. As far as going for 365. So it'll take a couple days for my legs to not hurt. No, I didn't. I haven't watched too much. I'll be honest. I haven't watched too much of anything today. I took a nap and got up and. I don't even know what I've done since then. I have no clue. So, but I'm gonna check out all your stuff. I try to watch all your stuff, even if I don't watch your whole live videos. I try to get in there and scoot around and find some stuff to watch, and leave comments and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I'm getting there. I could have struggled. I could have grinded out one more rep and got 8. I think I could have got it. But you know how you get, and you're just like, if you let the thought cross your mind that, I better stop. If you let that cross your mind, then you're going to stop. Yeah, I'll check it out. I will. Oh, I do remember scrolling past something, and I seen you did get a PR on your bench. I did see that because I was like, I need to watch it real quick. Oh wait, something happened, and I needed to. Something else caught my attention. I need to do something. So I do remember scrolling past that, and I seen you got a PR on your bench. All right. So I'm wasting enough time here. Just kind of wanted to rest a little bit after doing my squats. And so now we're going to hit the bench and see what we get. I might need to wrap my wrist. Let me go ahead and wrap my wrists up. And I know you probably can't stay very long, Runner Boy, so I do appreciate you popping in. And I'll check out your stuff. So I hope everybody's having a good day so far. Getting something done. All right. I know this ain't very interesting to watch, but need to go ahead and do it. There we go. All right. Anyway, have a good workout. All right, runner boy, I appreciate it. Alright guys, let's go ahead and start warming up with our bench press. I did wrap my wrist today. This wrist here is really bad, and I just don't want to get it too aggravated, so wrap them up. I don't like to do that. I like to do everything raw as I can, but sometimes you gotta just kind of bite the old bullet, or whatever the saying is, and do what you gotta do. So let's start warming up with 135. All right. All right. All right, guys, let's do warm-up set number 2, 135. Amazing stuff, guys. Super amazing. I don't know if I've ever seen anything quite so amazing. So I hope everybody out there is having a good day, and hope you're able to give yourself a little bit of time for yourself, for your health and fitness, and also for your nutrition. You know, we don't have to be perfect, but we need to try every day to do a little better. So, Spencer. Hello, Spencer. How you doing? Oh. So, you did miss me do squats, and now we just moved on to bench pressing. And for my squats, I did 365 for 7 reps. You know I'm going for 10. I believe you know that. I think you commented on my videos that I mentioned it. But I got 7 today. And if I would have dug deep, it would have been a grinder. I could have got 8 of them. But, you know, we got time. We're in no hurry. So we're going to see how it goes. And, you know, don't want to kill ourselves today. And now we're on bench. So let's do some benching. We got 225. Ready to go. 225, guys. 225. There we go. Well, let me write that down. So guys, if you would, just make sure you hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. I don't care. It'll just let me know that people are popping in. You can leave a comment. Try to keep it nice, or at least somewhat nice. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the channel. Hope you enjoy what I try and put out there on the interwebs. So, of course, after this, we're going to be doing some deadlifts. And, again, we're not pushing ourselves crazy to the max or anything. But the goal is to just get a good workout and keep keep moving forward, guys. And by moving forward, I mean just not giving up and keep on going. Not necessarily going up in weights and keep on moving forward with that, but just keep on going and see how long that we can do this. See how many more years I can keep doing this. Of course, I could die today, and then, well, I guess I'm done at that point. All right. We got 315 there. All right, we got 315. So, again, I have to keep the reps low when I'm doing bench press. My shoulder does not like it. My shoulder felt that. So, there is no more 10 reps of this or probably even 20 or 25 reps of 225 or anything like that. That's just too much for the shoulder. So, but what's important is to be able to change up things and continue doing what you like to do without having to totally stop doing what you're doing. So although I may never push 405 pounds again on the bench press, maybe I can continue to do 315 to 365 on the bench press. You know, it kind of sucks because you work so hard to get to these certain numbers and certain reps and all this certain stuff, but things happen. So that's just part of life. And, you know, I got a lot more in my life to worry about than bench pressing, you know, big numbers and big reps again. So, you know, I'm happy to be able to do any of it. Happy to do any. Oh. All right. Let's throw a 25 on and make it 365. So I'm not going to take too much time in between these sets right here. All right, we got 365. Hey, anytime I can do 365, I'm still pretty happy. Alright, so we're going to do another set of 365 and then our bench press will be done. Again, I don't want to take too much time in between those sets. All right, final set. Let's do 365 one more time. All right. So squats and bench press are done. Now we got to do a little deadlifting. And even though I've had just small amounts of food today, still I feel like I'm doing okay. So let's go through the long process of stripping the weights down and setting things back up. So we'll get this set up and then we'll move the camera a little ways. Pretty slow in here today. I'm worn out just from doing all this. All right. Now I'm going to move the camera back up here on my desk. In hopes that I don't give anybody motion sickness. And in hopes that the camera don't disconnect, because sometimes it likes to do that if I move it around too much. The video still goes, the live stream will still go, but I got to reconnect the camera. So see how that is. All right, not too bad, not too bad. We'll see. Yeah, it looks like we got enough showing there in the frame. That's what she said. Is it pretty level? Close enough? Close enough? Maybe. Maybe. I'm kind of picky. Let me do it about like that. See if that's any better. Probably not. Probably not. I don't know. Do I care? Yeah, I do care a little bit. Let me go back this way. See, I look at the line where the carpet is and where the edge of the frame of the camera is. And I want it to be the same, but then it kind of gets different up top between that wood there and the top of the frame of the... Anyway, y'all don't care about that. Y'all don't care about that. I do. I care. All right. We're still cooking. Still doing good. Still got enough energy to get some deadlifts done. Let's take a little breather here. So tomorrow's gonna be cardio, and yesterday, Sunday, I did kind of a surprise arm workout. I did about 3 videos yesterday, I think. You guys can go check them out if you want. And yeah, I had a pretty good day yesterday. I wanted to make myself do a few things, and so instead of just like sleeping or laying, sitting around too much, and I wanted to make myself get out and do a few things. So I think we did pretty good. So I do have to go pee. So I may need to go pee real quick. don't think anyone's in here. I think I'm good. I'm glad. I thought I was going to miss all the millions of people popping in here and chanting. Phew. All right. Now, back to the program. All right, let's start warming up 135. One, two, three, four, five, what we got? So, of course, with deadlifts, you know I'm not chasing higher numbers or any more like rep PRs or anything like that. So, we are just going to go to 405. I guess the goal with the 405 might be to get 5 reps. So, we'll see how that goes, how my back feels. I have done squats already. So, you know, that takes a little toll on the back. No matter how good you are, or in my humble opinion, and plus I have a chronic bad back, believe it or not, even though I work out every day, it's stuff like this that don't really cripple me. It's whenever I gotta get on the floor, like do something on the floor, or reach over like this just a little bit to do something like this, or stuff like that. Just the most random little things is what triggers my back. So, I mean, my back is hurting every day. Like, it feels like I need to be run over, twisted in half, and ripped apart every day. But oddly enough, that's a manageable pain compared to when it like really starts aggravating me or it completely goes out. So my everyday pain I'm used to. It's just you start getting it aggravated too much, and then it just starts getting a little bit too much. So don't want to aggravate it. Having said that, let's do more deadlifts. Okay, warm up set number 2, 135. Two, 3, 4, 5. Sorry for the coughing. Usually it's a casket. Coughing. So you'll notice on my warm-up sets, my first warm-up I did more of a stiff leg deadlift, and then this second set I did more of a traditional bending of the leg, more traditional type deadlift. I do that and I think for this workout, if I can remember, I'm going to do more of the traditional instead of the stiff leg, because the stiff leg does have a possibility of kind of triggering that nerve and all that on my back, and because obviously, you know, you're really pivoting. So I think I'm going to try and do more of the traditional deadlift if I can remember. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes if I remember or not. Oh, I was supposed to go ahead and do 225. Oh, Mike. You big dummy. Yeah, I was only going to do one warm-up set on 135 and then go to 225 because, I mean, I'm already moving and grooving, so. What we got in here? Tuck by. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? You're kind of at the tail end here. We're doing deadlifts now. I've already squatted and done bench press. You're welcome to go back and start this from the beginning, or you can wait until after the fact, and I'm going to edit the live stream and upload a shorter video that you can check out. I won't tell you what I did with my squats. I'll let that be kind of something you might want to go back and see. But if you kept up with the channel the last few days, you know that I'm trying to go for a 365 squat for 10 reps. And I might have done decent today. So that might give you an incentive to go check it out. And I'll check the comments in just a minute. Let me switch some weights here. Okay. 10-4, good buddy. Over now. Yeah, buddy. you're doing anything for Memorial Day, but this is what I'm doing. Not really doing anything. I guess kind of long gone are the days of our families hanging out and kind of doing stuff. Unfortunately, it just seems like, the more time goes on, the less our families hang out and do stuff. And the old saying is true, you see people more at funerals than any other time. So it's unfortunate. Unfortunate. So let's do 225. All right, we got 225. That was a heavy 225. Good grief. That felt like 226. Whew. Phew. Sometimes, you hear people talk about how long they worked out in a day. Like, yeah, man, I worked out 2 hours today. I worked out 4 hours today. And then people like me are like, man, that's a long time. I can see maybe an hour. Sometimes it takes an hour to get through a workout. But a lot of times I'm only doing maybe 6 sets, maybe 12, maybe 12 sets, or maybe, something quick, something, but whenever you're doing a whole, like these 3 main lifts, I could see it taking a while, having to set up the bars and benches and having to break down the bars and the benches and having to do all this and that, especially if you're working out at home when you don't have like designated areas that you can already have set up. So, yeah, I can see how it takes people a while to work out sometimes. So, it's kind of unrealistic for noobs to come in here, to go and expect to do that, because they're spending too much time. It's too much for them. So, personally, I would suggest doing like chest and maybe triceps and just keeping it all to like 12 sets. 6 chest, 6 tricep. A lot of times that's what I do. And then another day do like 6 legs and maybe put something else in there with it. Do 6 sets of that. You don't want to tax the body too much, and especially when you're new, you don't want to overdo things. And man, I was at the gym for 3 hours today. A lot of people don't want to do that. So you can really get a pretty good workout, especially if you're in a gym, a commercial gym where everything's there. You can get a good workout in 30 minutes. You can get a great workout, an amazing workout in an hour. So don't overdo it if you're new and try to do too much. All right. Old School Fitness. All right. What's up, Old School? How you doing? You're kind of on the downhill here. We're on our deadlifts. I've already done squats and bench press. And if you want to go back and watch the live stream and see how I do, that's fine with my squats. You know what I'm going for. Or you can wait until I edit the live stream down to a shorter video and upload that later tonight. But just remember, I'm trying to go for 365 for 10 reps on my squats. Did I get it? I don't know. I don't remember. But anyway, so we got 315 on the bar here, so let's go for it. Just got home. Been on the road all day, just got home. Have you been working or have you been enjoying? And if you've been enjoying, what have you been doing? If you want to share. All right, 315. Oh, all right, Spencer, I appreciate it. I didn't even know you were still here. Spencer is a crazy man. Crazy guy. And I approve of that message. Drove 150 miles to look at a truck. Good grief. 150 miles. Me just driving 2 miles to Walmart's too far. Well, did you just look at it, or is it something you're interested in? That's a long ways to drive. A long ways to drive, Mr. Old School. My stomach's starting to get a little empty. Again, I'll kind of go over what I've had to eat today. Early this morning, I had a biscuit with some of my cream chip beef gravy on it. That was left over from Saturday's cheat day. And then about lunchtime, I had a Slim Jim, one of the, the thin, the little skinny ones, not the big fat Slim Jims, but the thinner Slim Jims. I had one of those for lunch. And then probably an hour and a half or so later, I had 2 little slices of ham. My wife's cooking up a ham, and she's slicing it up and using some for some things. And she's like, "Here, you can have some ham. There's enough." So I took 2 little slices. They weren't like big slices. They were just like little slices of ham. So I took 2 of those and ate those. And then just a few minutes or so before I started doing my live stream at 3, I had a banana. So that's all I've had today. And I'm starting to, I can feel. So, got 405 ready to go. That's not on Saturday. I drove 200 miles to look at one. Well, good grief. By the time you spend all that money and time, you just go out and buy you a new truck. Not really. Not with prices today. Ain't that something? Old pickup trucks. You used to go to the car lot and get a brand new pickup truck for $15,000-$20,000. Just a normal little pickup truck. Now they're like $60,000. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, 21 hours. It's pretty good. I had a colonoscopy, or I think that's what it was. When I had my colonoscopy, I couldn't eat. And I think it was like right at 30 hours by the time I finally got to eat. Oh my God. I was so hungry. So hungry. All right, let's do 405. Oh man, that's too much. A little bit too much powder there. All right, 405 pounds. Holy cow. I'm glad I got that for 5. Well, quite a while before you started following me, quite a while, I if I can speak, I made myself some PR goals from my deadlifts. And one was I wanted to do 225 for 30 reps. The other one was 315 for 20. And I wanted to do 405 for 10. And I got them all. So those were pretty proud lifts right there. You know, I know other people can blow past it, no problem. But again, that's their story, not mine. But those were something I was really proud of. And to do those kind of reps, man, you got to dig deep. And not only that, really deadlifts, you know, people don't do a lot of reps with deadlifts typically. So that was something that I was pretty proud of for doing. And you know, just random goals that you give yourself can be pretty cool. And you know, you never know what you can do until you try. So, but I don't quite have the lung capacity or something anymore. I get worn out a little quicker now. So, whew. So, to close it off, we'll do one more set. I'll just do like one rep. I don't want to push my back too much because, like I said, I did do squats first, and so between squats and deadlifts, you are utilizing your back a little bit, and you know that don't mean you know you shouldn't do them. It just means that you need to watch what you're doing, especially when you got cruddy back like I have. So. All right, and I'm getting the shakes. What's up, Michael J. Fox? Come on, stop, quit it. I can't stop it. I do have the shakes. I've always had the shakes, but I guess I'm getting worn out, so now I'm shaking a little bit more. So let's go ahead and get this set done. Okay. Alright guys, we're going to do one final set of 405. Probably just one rep. We don't want to push it too hard. That's what she said. She's never said that. That's not what she said. Anyway. We'll get two. How about two? How about three? Anyway. Whew. Whew. What's up? Mark's Max Muscle, what's up? Well, I just did 5. I did 5 and then thought, well, I'll just do 2. I was going to do 1. So I'm okay with that. Mark's Max Muscle, you are late to the game. I'm done. I did squats, bench press, and deadlift. If you've been watching my videos, Mark's Max Mucilex, you know that I am trying to go for a new rep PR with my squats, 365 for 10. Today I might have done pretty well. If you want to go back and rewatch the first half of the video of this live, you can, just to see where I'm at. If not, I always edit down my live streams to make more of a friendly, viewer friendly length video, and I'll upload that later. So yeah, pretty good little workout today. I don't usually do the 3 big lifts in one day, but that's what this whole week is going to be. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're going to see what happens. Now let's have a Macho Man impression. A Macho Man impression. I'm probably going to hark out a lung because I got a cough and phlegmy. Is that pretty good? I don't know if I can do an impression. I mostly just ramble on. Let's see. Yo, it's Macho Man over here, and I'm big and strong. Oh wait, that ain't it. that ain't Macho Man. That's Macho Man. You never know what you're gonna get here, guys. Need a little excitement? Snap into a Slim Jim. Oh yeah. You put me on the spot, Mark's Max Muscle. I don't know what to say. My voice is definitely gritty enough today, a little bit. So, anyway, I need to end this live stream because I gotta go eat. I haven't had a whole lot today, so need to get a little bit of yumminess in my tummyness. Anywho, so I'm live streaming, but I also like to end my videos the way I normally do, so it might be kind of awkward. So I'm going to end the video like I normally would, but then afterwards I'll tell everybody bye and see you later, to you guys and all that. So just kind of let me close the video out normal, and then I'll tell everybody bye. So here we go. In 3, 2. I'm not very serious. Okay, let me redo that. All right, guys, and just like that, we are done with another workout. Another fantastic day on this Memorial Day. Not too shabby a workout, not too shabby-dabby at all. My squats are coming along nicely, and hope you enjoyed that. And we're going to get our rep PR sooner than later. Oops, I might have gave something away to someone else might be watching that didn't watch the video yet. Dang it! Anyway, so it's a work in progress. We're going to get there. Bench press went as usual. We know how that goes with a bum shoulder. You're lucky to do anything. And then the deadlifts, we did pretty good with those, closing out with a set of 5. And then another set of 2. So that's pretty good. Whew. So everybody, I hope you have a good day. Hope I give you a little bit of inspiration to be awesome and to do these wonderful, amazing things, from working out to riding a bike to going for walks, to hitting the heavy bag, jumping rope, doing push-ups, working out with a tire, doing some Tae Bo, or any other thing else that you want to do. I hope I give you a little bit of inspiration to do those things. And if I do, maybe like, share, subscribe, comment to the Body Beatdown. That's me, Michael, your incredible host on this amazing Monday. And don't forget, guys, get up, get out, get rad, do it to it, and we'll see you next time on the Body Beat Down. See y'all later.
Alright, Hogan, it's time to close down the video. Oh yeah!
I wasn't feeling it, Max Muscle. Wasn't feeling it. Well, guys, I appreciate you popping in here. Live stream was a little bit slower than normal day today, but I understand because people are out there doing stuff. Normally, I got millions of people popping in here, so that's what she said. Anyway, appreciate you guys, and hope you have a wonderful night. And I'll catch all your videos here later. So have a good night, guys. Whatever this means, I'm signing out. And let me go stop the live stream.